Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about how these people deceived humanity to believe that the fallen angel were actually fallen, and when in reality, they're not really fallen. They are sent here by God, right? And I said that to be in a video before, where how why they were sent here. They were sent here to bless the seed of Abraham, right? And so interbreeding between the angels, children of God, and interbreeding between the children of God and the daughter of men has been happening for a long time. The only seed they're not supposed to merge was the seed of Satan and Eve, and so what he did is like he raped Eve to create this race, which is serpent race. Okay, and so when they were created, they started to hurt humanity by through various ways, by through wars, through uh, consumption. They consume, they eat humans, and God doesn't like that. God doesn't like consumption or eating his children, right? He doesn't like that. And so what enemy was is been always been that way, and they're very destructive as well. They like wars, they like to deceive, they like to kill and steal and all of that. So look in the world today, who's been stealing, who is been destroying, who is been deceiving. That's the same seed, that seed who lied to people and said they are the fallen angels. They're not fallen angels. They are the seed of Jupiter. Jupiter. They are coming from Jupiter. They are actually worshiping Jupiter. If you notice something also, they don't sacrifice themselves because Jupiter doesn't think of them as holy. He does not think they are holy or they are worthy of to be sacrificed because they don't embody the divine spark. The divine sparks come from Adam and Eve, does not come from Satan and Eve together, because they're not meant to cross. You understand? So their seed does not embody the divine spark. Okay? They are, when God mentioned them by name and says they are abomination of creation, that's what he meant. God meant they are not holy, So these people would never sacrifice themselves or their family members to Jupiter, Satan, or whatever can think of, right? They will only sacrifice humans because they know they embody the divine spark. Yeah, right. So that's why they do it. Have you noticed? Find me one elite that was sacrificed. You will not find any. You will not find any of the elites ever sacrifice anybody of their family members. Never. That never happens. Will never happen because they don't embody that. You don't have it. When you're sacrificing somebody worthy of being sacrificed. They never sacrifice one of their own because they know they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And anyhow, they made people believe fallen angels are are the one who defined God orders, and they came into earth and they merged with humanity and da 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 and all of that. No, they came with intention and order from God. God sent them Why do you think the 144,000 have the crown of God in their forehead? Around the pineal gland, there is a crown, you know, and is 22 stars. You know, if you see that the crown over your head, you know, 22. 22, and there's two more, which is makes them 24, right? There's two more. The two above the 22 stars, there is two, which is the divine mother and divine father, so a star for each, so you get 24. And then when you look at the what's the number 24, 24 is basically 12 times 2, right? Is the number of the zodiac, the 12th, and also the 24 elders. There are 24 elders. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, if you look at the numbers, you understand how did these stars came into to, when God says the the ones, the 144 carry the name of the Father in their forehead. Okay, and they talked about the the divine mother about to give birth, and she have what, 12 stars, right, over her over the crown. You understand? You understand? And the moon under her feet, the moon under her feet. You know. So when you understand that, you understand the symbolism. The 144,000 are the children of God. So that why God referred to us as beginning and end, the Alpha and Omega, the one who comes first and the one who comes last. So we came before creation. You understand? 144,000 came before creation. We're going to come in our end times. You understand? So we come in the beginning of creation, basically before creation. We existed before creation. And then we come in the end time. So Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end. Okay, so for example, indigo are known to carry the Holy Grail bloodline, the Holy Grail bloodline, and the number is what is they're born in September. September is the last numerical number. There is 1 to 9, right? Everything after that is a combination from the one before. The only 9 numbers, right? The zero is you think of the zero is a void, or the point of there is nothing exists in between. So anyhow, the zero, but the 9 numbers are the highest numbers, like the only numerical numbers, right? All the numbers that comes after that is, so the 11 is a combination of 1 and 1. So the one that came before and just multiplied, you. So anyhow, so why we were born in September. September is the last number. So the end, we are the end. But with September is close to what? It's close to the one. So we are the beginning and end. You understand? So I was born in September 6, 1974, which is my birth day is a Friday. Friday is what is in Islam. What's a Friday? In Islam, what's a Friday? The Sabbath. The Sabbath is on Friday, not Saturday. So they even lied about the Sabbath day. You count from Saturday, and when you reach Thursday, it's 6 days. The seventh day on a Friday. You start creation started on a Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. You understand? When you count from Saturday to Thursday, 6 days. Friday is the seventh day, which is the Sabbath. You understand? So why that Islam chose to worship, the holy day of Islam is Friday. not Saturday, not Sunday. Like Christians are deceived to believe Saturday or Sunday is the holy day, the day for worship. No, it's not. It's a Friday, guys. Okay? And just look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. I just told you was the Sabbath fault. And these people are known to deceive people because they are serpents. Once Donald Trump says, "You took me in. When you took me in, you knew I was a snake. I was a snake." He said it. He told you he's a snake. All the rulers of the earth are snakes, Wraith. There are their creation was never meant to happen. The creation is flawed, and even he said it. Donald Trump. He says, "You took me in, and he read this poem. It's about snake, and he said they are snake. He's talking about himself being a snake. So you do not believe anything coming out of his mouth because he's a snake. But not just him. A lot of them. The ruling class of Earth are all snakes race. You understand? So, yeah, when you understand that, you understand that a snake would do what a snake meant to do. They meant to deceive. They meant to, you know, you know, yeah, and that's what they do. In the end, they're abomination of creation. They are deceitful, and they are, they are always up to no good. You understand? So when you understand that, they understand what you have to deal with. The 144,000 are the what they call us the Nephilim, or the children of God. We are all of that. You understand? So we're not meant to. We're not. We did not. Okay. Coming to Earth, it was not a mistake. It was intentional act. It was an intentional act of creation because God sent us here. God sent us to Earth. You know, He did not want to punish us for procreating with humans. Because when Abraham says, "Bless my seed," when Abraham says, "Bless my seed," what do you think happens? He sent us to bless the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? So we're the one who merge to the seed of this seed of the prophet bloodline, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the royal bloodline, the Holy Grail bloodline. Okay? The whole house is not just Jesus, all of them. You understand? And when you understand that, you understand that this is not a mistake of creation. God, very intentional act of creating this, merging our seed, the seed of angels of heaven, with the house of Abraham. You understand? Because the 144,000. Okay, so we carry the universal blood type. The universe, even the name universe in our bloodline. So we carry a blood that the holy bloodline. So universal blood type. We give everybody. Our blood type is, you give it to anybody who doesn't have to have the same blood type. It will work, but we can only take from our own. We cannot merge with anybody. If we're taking something from somebody else's, it doesn't agree with us. You understand? So that's what's going on, guys. Yeah. So you've been deceived to believe in lies. Fallen angels are not them. They're not them. They are the seed of Jupiter. They are the serpent race. Okay? So when you see saying they are the fallen angels, they're not fallen angels. They came from Jupiter. All these rulers, ruling class of Earth, came from Jupiter. Jupiter, Jupiter is their forefather. You understand? Yeah. So now you get it.